Welcome back, everybody. This is Palermo from Foul Mouth Football. I am with my boy, the Coop Man, a.k.a. Coop.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, brother?
Loving life, man. Football's awesome.
Yes, sir. We are
good.
Foul Mouth Football. We are just simply going to go through our Week 7 picks. We're going to go ahead and obviously pick all games from the 1 o'clocks, the 4 o'clocks, the Thursday night game, the Sunday night game, and then Monday night game. We're going to tell you guys what the spreads are for each game. And then, of course, we're going to end it up with our lock of the week. So without further ado, Coop, I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the first 1 o'clock game. I'm sorry, let's go with the Thursday night game. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thursday night game, we got the Broncos at the Browns, banged up Browns, by the way. We got the Browns at -3.5 at home. I am going to take the Denver Broncos for this game. Teddy B had a good game last week against the Raiders. Didn't come out with the W, but I like what I see out of Denver. I think Denver is going to be a little bit too much for the Browns to handle without knowing what happens to Mayfield this week. I mean, he's banged up, man.
I know.
So I like the Broncos in this game.
I'm right with you. I like the Broncos as well. If Mayfield's even a little injured, or if he's gonna, I don't know if he'll be out, but I just think the Broncos look strong, and the Browns with an injured Mayfield that's a tough one. And is Chubb back?
No, Chubb and Hunt.
Hunt too?
Are both out. Yeah, so they got a.
That's their whole game.
Yeah, they got. I think it's a rookie running back coming in here. I don't know what his name is. I gotta look it up.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't know what it is either.
Yeah, he's I don't know, man.
I'm taking the Broncos though.
Yeah, same here. It's gonna be a tough go at it for the Browns, if anything. So I'm definitely going to take the Broncos here. His name is Ernest Johnson. That's his name. Yeah.
No clue. Should I pick him up on the waivers? What do we do?
I mean, I'm throwing one out there just
Maybe
in case.
I should. Just yeah, a little toss.
I got Cook on the bye week this week, so I need a little something there.
Yeah, and you picked up what's his name from the
Khalil
Bears,
Herbert,
right?
Yeah, but I don't know if he's going to be getting the lion's share. I mean, he should, based off of what he's done the last 2 games. Yeah, he's doing nice. He's playing really well, but you got Tariq Cohen coming back, so
yeah. So then you lose some time.
Lose a little something there, but that's okay. All right, moving on to the next 1 o'clock game here that we got. I'm sorry, the very first 1 o'clock game. We got the Washington football team at 2-4 at the Green Bay Packers at 5-1. Spread is Packers -9.5. I'm absolutely going to take the Packers. Packers are playing super well right now. It always seems to act, this end up being this way with the Packers, dude. They always start off slow, look like dog shit, and then all of a sudden they just start rolling, dude. So, yeah, I'm definitely taking the Packers -9.5. I think they cover the spread. I think they beat Washington pretty well.
Yeah, I'm with you. Washington got buried last week. That was actually my lock of the week, was the Chiefs over I'm going to say the Redskins, but the football team.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the Packers. I mean, I think they cover the spread. I think they do, they play like they've been playing all year. So Packers for me.
Absolutely. All right, beautiful. Moving on here, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at 3-3 at Tennessee at 4-2. That just had an incredible win last night against
what a game,
Buffalo
man.
Bills. I know, incredible, dude. Really, couldn't ask for any more entertainment on a Monday night.
No.
Spread is Chiefs -5.5. I got to tell you, man, based off of what I saw last night, I think the Buffalo Bills are still the best overall team in the NFL.
Yep, agreed.
No question about it. I mean, that game was literally inches away from the Bills winning. Let's be honest.
9 out of 10 times he makes that.
Absolutely.
I mean, he just does.
Absolutely. But the fact that the Titans stood him up, hung right with him offensively. Derrick Henry is running out of his mind this year. It's incredible.
Bills defense is no joke either. It's not
not at all. The Bills defense is top tier defense, and the Chiefs defense absolutely sucks.
Yeah, they suck.
And I got to tell you, Patrick Mahomes has thrown more interceptions just this year than he has in the last 3 years of his career.
He looks like he's confused out there sometimes.
He looks like dog shit, bro.
That's bad.
He's almost trying too hard to not look bad, but he's making himself look worse.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention his wife, his mom, and his brother.
Tweeting,
man. Like, what's going on here, bro?
Brother's a mess.
Take it easy, cuz. I'm actually going to take the Titans here. I know the Chiefs are -5.5. I don't know what Vegas is seeing here, but I'm going with the Titans, man. Tighten up, 4-2. I think the Titans win. I think it's a close game. But I think they hang right there with the Chiefs, that offense, and I think Derek just runs wild.
I'm with you. I'm taking the Titans as well. Titans are funny though. You never know. They can surprise you and have a good game against the best team in the NFL, and then they can disappoint you in a game too.
Sure.
But I'm still going to take the Titans just based on Henry, and he's nuts. I mean, he's all over the place.
Yep.
And I think they don't cover the spread though. I think it's a super close game, but I'm taking the Titans.
Yep, absolutely. I think it's a field goal game.
Yep, I would agree.
All right, next 1 o'clock game here. We got the Atlanta Falcons sitting at 2-3 against your beloved Miami Dolphins sitting at 1-5. Falcons minus 2.5. Falcons are coming off a bye week, so it's always nice to have a nice little bye week, get your body back to recovery. I like what I see out of Cordarrelle Patterson too. He's a nice waiver wire pickup that I got, dude. He's been playing out of his mind, fantasy wise. I believe Calvin Ridley's back this week, so that's going to be a little something extra for the Dolphins to handle. I liked what I saw out of Jalen Waddle. Tua didn't look too bad the other day. I mean, let's face it, we picked the Jaguars, both of us. Jaguars were hungry for a win. They deserve, they
20 games,
a win.
Right?
It is what it is. Yeah, 20 games in a row of the loss. I mean, that's tough to swallow. I don't think the Dolphins are going too far this year anyway, so might as well root for them to lose out and get a better draft pick next year. Let's be honest.
Well, they give it to the Eagles, which really blows, but.
Oh, that's right. They don't have a first round pick, huh?
Well, I think they might later, but sucks.
Oops, the daisicles. That's all right. Who'd they get from the Eagles?
They ended up getting they traded the Eagles pick to get Waddle, and everything was a mess. Yeah.
It
was really cool though.
Waddle looks good though.
He does.
He looks good. But without further ado, I'm going to take the Falcons here, bro. I just think that the Falcons coming off of a nice week of rest and giving them the opportunity to rest their 80-year-old quarterback that they have, who's not very good.
He can't run.
I just, I like what I see out of the Falcons offense more so than their defense. But the Dolphins, I don't know, man, they're kind of up in the air right now. They could be hit or miss. It's kind of a pick 'em game for me, but I think it's a very close game, and I think the Falcons do slightly edge them out by maybe a field goal.
Yeah. This one I'm actually going to take my boys in this game.
Take them, baby.
I just feel like at home they got embarrassed last week. Everybody's on the hot seat. The team, one of two things happens: either they totally just give up and Flores loses the locker room. You see reports, this and that, or they actually come back and they get a win. But I think if their cornerbacks are still out like they were last week, Howard and Jones, I think that they have a really, really tough time. But I'm going to give them the win. They win, maybe a field goal. I think they're a little pissed off. So taking the Fins.
Absolutely. All right. Next 1 o'clock game we have here is the 1-4 Jets coming off of a bye week and the 2-4 Patriots. Personally, I like what I saw out of Mac Jones this past week. I mean, he,
Agree.
Mina Kimes, I think her name is. She said it best on ESPN. She's an ESPN commentator. She was talking to Dan Orlovsky about this, and she just basically said, I think this is the first time that Belichick is actually getting in his own way. He's more or less not letting Mac Jones run the team, run the offense. He doesn't have too much faith in him. He kind of is a little bit too reserved and needs to kind of loosen up the reins a little bit. And
you think they're holding him back on his play calling and stuff?
I think
allowed to do. Yeah.
I think they're being a little bit too timid. They should be going for it on fourth downs in certain positions.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they're punting it away and they're just playing they're playing the field positioning at this point.
Yeah.
Which I think is a true statement. I mean, you saw flashes of what Mac Jones could do the other day. I mean, kid's got a very good arm. He's smart. He seems like he's going to be a durable quarterback. He plays a lot like a young Brady, to be honest with you.
He does.
And I think he pairs well with Josh McDaniels in that offensive type and that scheme. So I think they need to kind of loosen up a little bit, let him play a little bit more. He's sneaky athletic. He's not a statue in the pocket.
No, he's not.
Give him an opportunity to play.
I agree.
So I do like the Patriots in this game. It is -7. The Patriots -7. I think that's kind of a little bit much. I think it is going to be a little bit closer than that. To be honest with you, it could end up being a pick'em game here, but I do like the Patriots. I think that they win by probably around a field goal.
Okay. Close game then. I agree with you about Mac Jones. I think as the season goes on too, I hope they loosen it up a little bit because I think he's solid, man. And I think he could have a really good future.
Same.
The Jets, I like Wilson. Everybody hates him, but I like Wilson. I just
No,
think
I don't hate him. I like him too. I think he's got some growing pains to go through though.
he'll go through this whole year. But his arm's strong. He takes chances. I like that. But I think the Patriots definitely win this game, and I think they cover the spread. I think they win pretty good.
Yeah.
I just think the Jets are, I don't know, they're all over the place. You don't know what kind of game they're gonna, and especially against a rookie quarterback. Belichick's just really good against rookies. So I'm gonna take the Patriots with you.
Yeah, I feel like Zach Wilson is like what the product of Brett Favre and Baker Mayfield if they would have had a child. I think
that's actually a very good
Zach
analogy.
Wilson would have been exactly that.
Yeah.
He's got like the athletic prowess of what Baker Mayfield is, but he's a freaking gunslinger like Brett Favre.
Yeah,
he's not afraid to take chances, just like you said. Yep. All right, next 1 o'clock game here that we got on the docket. We got the Carolina Panthers sitting at 3-3. Versus the 1-5 New York Football Giants. It's the Panthers -3. Personally, I don't know where the hell that came from, dude. I was gonna say I don't think that's even close to where that number should be. I think the Panthers absolutely crushed. The Giants are a shit show. They're a dumpster file. They're absolute trash, to be honest with you. Daniel Jones. I tried to give him some love.
Yeah, you did. You tried. I tried too.
I tried, man.
Work.
I just don't see it working out there for him. I saw something on Bleacher Report earlier today that Kenny Galladay was ranked like a C- for that trade, the acquisition of him.
Yeah.
I think he's an F, to be honest with you. I think he sucks. He got himself in a worse position to have a career, to be honest with you.
I think they're a worse team than the team he came from right now. I really do.
All the Lions need to do is get a quarterback to throw the ball, and I think he would have had a way better career if he would have stayed in Detroit. Now I think he's an afterthought in that offense, and that offense is just trash. So I think the Panthers go in and they win outright. I think they win probably by at least a touchdown, maybe a 10-point spread. I think they cover. So
10-pointer.
Yeah, I don't think the Giants are doing much of anything in this game.
No, I would agree with you. I'm picking Carolina as well. Cover the spread. Darnold's rough at times. He had a good little comeback though last week.
Yeah, against the Vikes, man. I liked it. That game was nice. It was fun to watch.
It was a good game.
I turned the channel, to be honest with you, because I thought the game was over, and all of a sudden I started looking and tracking it, and I got the 4 TV set up, and I'm like, wait a minute, Dalvin Cook's he's in overtime here, a couple more fantasy points for a brother.
Love to see that.
So turn that back on. It was a good game. So I like the Panthers in that game though.
Yep, Panthers too.
All right. Last 1 o'clock game that I have here is the 4-2 Cincinnati Bengals, who just shit stomped my Detroit Lions, and the 5-1 Baltimore Ravens, which the Lions should have beat. So I'm confused here. I gotta tell you though, the Ravens are 6.5 point under, minus 6.5 here. So I like the Ravens here. It's kind of hard to pick against the Ravens at this point. They just seem to get better and better every single week. I saw an interesting stat earlier today too that I like to just talk about. There are 16 starters or players who are not starters, but 16 players right now who are on injured reserve for the Baltimore Ravens. They're the most in the NFL right now, and they're sitting at 5-1. The next closest team is 14 people on injured reserve, and that's the good old Detroit Lions, and they're 0-6. So what does that say to you? To me, that's just coaching. Right. But at the same time, they also have an ex-league MVP at quarterback.
Lamar. I mean, that's
you can't compare Jared Goff to Lamar Jackson.
No,
you know what I mean?
Different, right?
Yeah. We got a lot of people on IR. They got a lot of people on IR too. First and second in the NFL and IR report. But I got to tell you, comparing teams, if we had Lamar Jackson, I think we might be a little bit better than 0-6. Just saying.
Just a scotch.
Just the skinniest of margins, maybe. But I think the Ravens end up winning this game. They do cover the 6.5 point spread. I like what I saw out of Joe Burrow. I like the Bengals, man. Joe Burrow, Mixon, Chase. That's a nice young trio right there. Still got T. Higgins. There's a lot of good players.
Isn't Boyd still around too?
Yeah. Tyler Boyd.
Hanging out.
His name, Tyler Boyd. And then they also got Giovanni Bernard, don't they?
No, he's on the Bucs this year.
Oh, that's right. He did. He got moved. Okay.
Got rid of him.
Yeah, they did. All right. Well, I still like what I see out of them. They're a young team. They're good. 4-2 right now, man. I do like the Ravens here. I think they do cover the 6.5 point spread. They're just playing too hot. right now. Can't pick against them.
Nope. I'm with you 100%. Everything you said spot on. I'm with the Ravens. Even if the Bengals put up a fight, I don't think you can go against this team right now. Lamar Jackson's too hot. And I like that. Even they don't have any running back. I mean, the running backs they're all over the place. They got Le'Veon Bell, Murray, and they're
still putting them in the end zone, dude. Le'Veon Bell, you got Devontae Freeman, and you got fucking Latavius Murray.
Yeah.
And they're all starting over Tyshawn. What's his name?
Is it Williams or what's the last name?
Tyson Williams or whatever his name is. Yeah, and that kid's young. He's athletic. He's fast. He's a good running back. But yet they're starting all of these fucking 30-year-old running backs ahead of them, and they're still getting in the end zone.
They're so good, man. Lamar Jackson just changes games. He does. I want a quarterback like that.
And that's what I'm saying.
Taking the Ravens.
Quarterback. That's all you need is a fucking quarterback. And you're good.
Sucks.
Jeez. All right. Here we go, dude. We've got 4 o'clock games. Here we go. The Detroit Lions.
Yeah, baby.
At 0-6.
Yeah, baby.
Goose Egg McGee's over here, dude.
I picked them last week too.
They are traveling. Yeah, well, a lot of people did. The freaking Vegas had them at only 3.5 point underdogs.
Jeez.
We got the Detroit Lions at 0-6, visiting the LA Rams at 5-1. The spread is 15.5 points. I think that's one of the largest spreads I've seen in a while.
That's up there.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an interesting game. I know a lot's being said about the Goff and Stafford trade, and Goff's going back home. Listen, I feel absolutely horrible for Jared Goff. 2 reasons. Number one, he had no clue it was coming, really, right? And it was very abrupt.
Call him.
Yeah. It was very abrupt, and even Sean McVay came out publicly and said that he was very upset with the way that things ended with him, right? Because obviously he likes Jared Cook as a person, likes him as a player, just wasn't fitting his scheme anymore.
Sure.
Number 2, he went to fucking Detroit, right? Like, people do not want to go to Detroit. Like, literally, that's where people's careers go to die. Right? Let's be honest, dude. It is the worst franchise in any sporting team history. And I am a diehard fan of them, and it sucks.
They need to change.
So it sucks. Okay. Jared Goff is atrocious. He is so bad. I can't even watch. Like, the game on Sunday was so hard for me to watch. I had the sound off, and it was on my smallest TV.
Seriously, I had it on. I was watching. Yeah.
Couldn't even look, man. I couldn't. I was like, this is disgusting. But anyways, Matthew Stafford, his whole entire career has just changed for the better. He looks like an MVP player. He looks like his team should be going to the NFC Championship, maybe even the Super Bowl this year.
Looks good.
I am definitely picking, without question, the Los Angeles Rams here to absolutely shit stomp the Detroit Lions. I don't even know if the Lions score a touchdown in this game, to be honest with you. I don't know if they even kick a fucking field goal. I don't even know if they get past the 50-yard line. I don't think so. They had 60 yards of offense in 3/4 of a game. Horrible.
At home, weren't they at home?
At home, they got piss pounded, dude. Everybody died on the field. Everybody. The team died, the coaching staff died, and the fans were literally done.
So bad.
So I am picking as my lock of the week, baby. You heard it here first, dude. Foul mouth football. The Los Angeles Rams crushing the Detroit Lions.
Lock of the week.
Covering 15.5.
Covering.
I don't even think Jared Goff finishes the game because he's going to have 2 interceptions, probably going to get sacked 5 times, and he's going to have like negative yardage somehow. So I think David Blau ends up coming in, as I was talking to you about.
Yes.
And then puts up more points.
And he's the new starter moving forward.
He's the next, moving forward, they bench Goff. That's it.
It's just getting out of control for Detroit right now. And I feel bad for Dan Campbell, but at some point, I don't know when a team loses faith in the coach. I know he's brand new, but still to be 0-6, it's a tough one, man. That's a tough. I feel bad. Those guys, every week you work your balls off and you go out and just get crushed. Yeah. It sucks.
And you can say, they should have had the win.
They should have.
A couple of his gambles have paid out appropriately, right? Like he went for 2 in the Minnesota game, and everybody was jumping for joy. He looked like a genius, right? That was a smart move. You just put your team in. Then their defense lets up all these yards that got them in. So it is what it is. I mean, they're 0-6. They're 0-6 for a reason, right? They're They are the youngest rostered team. They have 14 people on injured reserve.
New coach,
new coaching staff. Entire coaching staff is brand new. New GM, new owner, because it's not It's Martha. It's Martha.
Oh, it is?
It's the daughter. It's the daughter. It's not Martha Ford anymore.
Gotcha. This new everything. Obviously I'm taking the Rams, but I'd like to see Goff put up somewhat of a fight to just to keep his job if he wants to do something, but he has shown nothing.
Yeah,
he really has, and it sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna say Rams cover the spread.
I bet you he gets sacked more times than they score points. I'm gonna say that. That's gonna be my lock of the week. He gets sacked more times than the number of points we score.
All right, you heard it here.
Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna count that.
Yes, sir. All right, next 4:00 game that we got here, we got the Philadelphia Eagles sitting at 2-4 at the Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas. Raiders are 4-2 right now. Coming off a great win, to be honest with you, man. Their interim head coach, I really like what I saw out of him, man. I feel like he just kind of infused the whole team. He did it well. He coached them up well. What's his name? Brisseka? What
I couldn't even pronounce it.
Yeah. I think that they really like his coaching style. He seemed to step up, and they really wanted to get that win for them. They showed up. The spread is Raiders are -3. I think that's an appropriate spread given right now. Kind of, we don't know who the Raiders really are. They're sitting at 4-2. Good for them. Hopefully they can continue that trend. But I like the Raiders in this game. I like what I'm seeing out of that team. I'll put my foot in my mouth when I talk about Derek Carr, because honestly, I've always thought he was trash. I've always thought he was like a C+, B- rated quarterback, but I think he is playing more along the lines of a B+ to an A- type quarterback right now.
Moving into that different tier.
Tier 2. I think he's kind of a tier 2 level quarterback.
I would agree.
He's starting to get there, and good for him. It is what it is, man. There's a lot of people that I don't like in the NFL. He's not one of them. I do like him as a person.
He's a solid dude.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy. So I'm taking the Raiders here. I think they do cover that spread. Eagles, no clue what the hell they are. None. Can't figure them out.
Fading fast.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Raiders here -3. I think they cover that spread.
Yep, I'm with you. Taking the Raiders. I like Carr, even with the interim coach. I think they're a good enough team to beat the Eagles. Especially it's at home, right? So especially at home, I think they take this. And Derek Carr has another shows out with a big game, and Ruggs too. I think Ruggs has another good game.
Same. I might keep him in my lineup right now.
Yeah.
I like him. All right. Next 4:00 game here, we have the Houston Texans sitting at 1-5 at the Arizona Cardinals sitting at 6-0. It's in Arizona.
That's
Cardinals. Yeah, Cardinals are -17 actually, so a little bit higher than the Lions game here. Okay.
Texans are worse.
Wow. I think Tyrod Taylor is actually eligible to come back this week.
They're going to play him? Did they say it all?
I don't know if I just saw Davis Mills projections and it was 0. So I'm thinking Tyrod Taylor is playing. So
could be a different outcome. Not like they're not going to win, but it could be a different, not 17.5 points.
Yeah, I know. I might jump on that with the Texans right now. Maybe keep it up 6 points in the opposite direction and go 23.
Right.
But yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals. Cardinals are playing hot, man. I like what I see. Kyler Murray's awesome. DeAndre Hopkins is awesome.
They didn't even have their coach.
Awesome. Yeah, they didn't even have their coach, and they still crushing smacked. So yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals. I don't know if they cover 17 though. I got to be honest.
Tie.
Yeah, that's high. So I'm taking Cardinals.
Taking Cardinals as well. Houston just give up too many points. They don't score enough. I think Mills has flashes of, maybe. Everybody thinks there's the next Tom Brady. Yeah. You never know. Every time you see something, you're like, maybe you got Tom Brady. You don't.
Not that guy.
It's not going to be him.
Yeah.
So Tyrod Taylor comes back. I think they keeps it under 17, but I still think Arizona wins. So
Yep, absolutely. All right, next 4:00, last 4:00 game here is the Chicago Bears sitting at 3-3, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sitting at 5-1. You got the Bucs -12.5. I don't want to say that's high, but that is a lot.
It's high.
Yeah,
that's Bears for that.
The Bears are, I don't know, man. Again, another team that's struggling to find their identity.
Not a bad team.
They're not a bad team. They're not a good team, but they're not a bad team.
They're not a good team. I agree.
They remind me of a 500 team this year. Justin Fields, I got to give him credit, man. I clowned on him. I will say that. I clowned on him coming out of college. I've never thought Ohio State has turned out or produced any good quarterbacks, which if you look at their track record, they haven't.
They haven't.
But I like Justin Fields. I think he's going to be a good leader at some. He is a good leader now. He seems like he's a man at the age that he is right now. Right? He's not a boy. He's not out there just fucking worrying, padding his own stats. He's actually out there trying to produce.
Yep.
And actually win for his team. So, I think the Bucs do win here. I don't know if they cover the spread though. I think they win. I think they win maybe by 10, maybe 13. It's going to be right in that 12 and a half, I think. But I do like the Bucs here to win outright, and they do come close to that spread, maybe a 10 to 13 point game.
Yeah, I think they come close to that spread too. But the Bears, to me, are a team. It's Fields doesn't look bad, but does Matt Nagy have enough time to make that team look good? He's been there for a little bit now. If they don't do something to show anything this year, I don't even know if he sticks around. And then you got a new head coach, and then Fields will be in. It's tough when you keep moving coaches. Exactly. Yeah. But I'm taking the Bucs. They're hot. They look good. I think they, like you said, close to the spread, maybe right around there.
Okay. Yep. All right. Perfect. Very good. Moving on to the two primetime games. We got the Indianapolis Colts sitting at 2-4. This is the Sunday night game, by the way.
Sunday night.
At the San Francisco 49ers sitting at 2-3. Niners are coming off of a bye right now. Niners are -3.5. This could be either way, to be honest with you. Carson Wentz, good for him. He's showing signs of actually being a good quarterback.
He really is.
Give me Garoppolo. I don't know. Both of these quarterbacks are like subpar to say the least for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Niners do end up winning this game. I think both defenses are very stout, very good. I like Jonathan Taylor. I think he's playing out of his mind right now.
I like him a lot.
I'm not sure who's playing running back. Is it Elijah Mitchell for the Niners? Who knows? I think that they need to keep Trey Lance out for now. Maybe bring him in for some gadget plays. Let him sit a little bit longer. I don't know what I saw out of him so far. I can't tell.
It's hard, man. Yeah, one game's tough to analyze.
Yeah, plus he got shit stomped right at the goal line against the Cardinals. So I like the Niners here. I think the Niners win outright. I think they do cover the 3.5 point spread. It's going to be a defensive battle. I don't think there's going to be that many points scored, but I do like the Niners to win, and they do cover that spread.
I'm actually going opposite you this game. I like the Colts. How they've been playing. I think Wentz has a bigger upside than Garoppolo, to be honest with you. We've seen Wentz back, on the Eagles. He had an amazing year. If he can stay healthy, I think I actually like that Colts team with T.Y. Hilton back. I think they're halfway decent, and I do think the Colts win. And I think they cover the spread, the 3.5. I think they win by maybe a touchdown, somewhere around there.
All right. Very good. And the Monday night game here, we got the New Orleans Saints sitting at 3-2 against the Seattle Seahawks sitting at 2-4. It's a tough one.
I know. With Russell Wilson, it's not.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, I would have taken the Seahawks all day. But the spread is 4.5. Saints are -4.5. I don't know, man. This is a tough one. Seahawks did play well, though, against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that defense is no joke.
No, I know.
That defense is really, really good. So they kind of went, pound for pound, toe-to-toe with those guys. So I think hard to say. I personally think that Jameis Winston is the equivalent to what the hell is his name? I don't even remember his fucking name. The quarterback, Geno Smith. Yeah. I think they're one and the same. There's no difference here between the two players, to be honest with you. Personally, I think Geno Smith might be a little bit better than Jameis Winston, but I'm actually going to take the Seahawks here at home. I think I'm going to take them to. I'll take them with the points, 4.5. I think they win by like a last second field goal or something.
Yeah. I'm with you 100%. Seahawks, I don't see that. I mean, Saints are. Like they're both like kind of the same team with the Seahawks with the backup quarterback. It's like you said, Winston and Geno are probably the same.
Yeah.
They're at home, so I'm going to take the Hawks.
Sure.
And Smith has glimpses that he'll take some chances, but he's just like Winston. He just makes a lot of errors.
Yeah, they're not good. They're not horrible. They're not good though.
Takes the excitement out of the game when Russell's not in, though. It's just I'm not even it's a Monday night game. When Russell Wilson's not there.
I was just thinking.
Breeze, whoa.
Yeah, I was just thinking if we were talking about this game last year,
different.
It would have been Russell Wilson and the Seahawks versus Drew Brees and the Saints.
Now
I think Michael Thomas is back this week too.
Is he this week?
I think he's eligible to get back on the field this week. So
that'll be that's another weapon.
That's another weapon for him. So teams that are on byes this week, we got the Bills on bye, Cowboys on bye, Jaguars on bye, Chargers on bye, Vikings and Steelers. So,
I hate bye weeks.
So do I, man.
Oh, God.
I'm perfectly okay when the Lions this year go on a bye week because I don't even want to. I don't want to have the agita and the fucking. I don't want to have the sweats and the pissed off demeanor for the whole day.
My favorite week of the year.
Absolutely. When your team's a shit show.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly okay with them not being on TV. So I already gave my lock of the week, Coop. I am taking the Los Angeles Rams to absolutely demolish my Detroit Lions as my lock of the week.
Yep.
Who you got as your lock of the week?
I got the Cards. I don't see him losing. I mean,
yeah,
at home, Texans, even with no matter who's a quarterback, they win this game.
Yeah, and you have them covering the spread of 17 or
no, not covering the spread, but I think they win.
All right, lock of the week. Lock of the week. Coop's got the Arizona Cardinals beating the Texans, the Houston Texans, not covering the spread of 17.
Nope.
I got the Los Angeles Rams as my lock of the week over the Detroit Lions covering the spread of 15.5. And I also said that I truly believe that Jared Goff is going to be sacked more times than the amount of points in the Detroit Lions have that week.
And Blau might be in.
And Blau at the end of the game will be in. You heard it here first, baby. Foul mouth football, diehard Detroit Lions fan. All right, that wraps up our week 7 picks. Appreciate you guys checking in with us. We do really appreciate all the new subscribers. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the follow button, and please, or the like button, and please start commenting. The more comments you have, the more interactions we get with into it, and we really enjoy those comments and those likes and those subscribes. So we are Foul Mouth Football. I am Palermo. He is the Coop Man, Cooper. I keep pointing over here. Damn it, he's over here. You really are over here. When we do it, we switch sides. It's crazy. But it's all good, man. We are Foul Mouth Football. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Till next week. We're out.
See you.